Hello, this is Master Psychic Spirit Walker, your host from Starseed Psychics, and this is our podcast, which is made from our actual blog over at www.starseedpsychics.com. I'm very happy that you're with us today. Now enjoy the next episode of our blog.
First, let me take a moment to explain what this is. Many of the readings I do, and always when I go to the spirit realm for clients, it is not me that is writing the information. Yes, my hands are typing away the words, but it is very different than when I am typing up a report based on my own recognizance, wisdom, or knowledge. Automatic writing takes place when you allow yourself to be used as a channel. I have been channeling spirits for a few years now, and I can tell you once the stream of words starts, until the message is complete, it is nearly impossible to stop typing. How can this benefit you? Well, it is simple. Many come to us wanting to learn skills and awaken their psychic abilities. Automatic writing is all part of it. It is a connection to the spirit realm, and once mastered, you will be used as a conduit for the spirit realm, and you can gather your own information and answers. Step 1: Decide on a method or record. Do you want to use a computer for your automatic writing session, or do you want to use pen/pencil and paper? This is completely based on your personal preference. Some would argue that pen and paper is the only good way to use automatic writing, but if you can type faster than you can write, and you're more comfortable with it, it may be more helpful to use a computer. In fact, as a medium psychic, this is how I choose to do automatic writing, but then again, I do type 240 words a minute with no mistakes, usually. You can also try out each medium to see which one you prefer, or you can change between the two if you like. Either way, the idea is to record the thoughts/words. Step 2: Decide on a question or topic that you want to write about. If you are practicing automatic writing to improve your creativity, or to help yourself get started on a writing assignment, then it will be helpful to have a prompt of some sort. You could, for example, write about something that has been on your mind a lot lately, or about a dream you had recently that stands out in your mind. Perhaps a problem you have, or something you are excited about. Maybe you have an idea for a story in mind, in which case you can use that as your topic. If you don't quite have all the details of a story you'd like to write decided, you can simply write about all the different ideas and pieces of the story that you do have already. You could, for example, answer the 5 whys about your topic. That is, who, what, when, why, how. As an author, I have used this approach for new book chapters that stump me. You could also just have the topic you want to write about in mind, and go with what comes naturally. Step 3: Set a timer. 10 minutes should be a good starting point. Setting a timer will help you avoid wondering if you've been writing for long enough, which in turn could throw off your concentration when writing. Remember that 10 minutes is just a suggested starting point. If you want to write for longer, then do so. I've written/typed for 2 hours straight a few times. If you set your timer for 10 minutes, but you feel like you have more to write, you should keep going until you feel that you've gotten it all out. Time really doesn't matter. On the other hand, you should not stop writing until the 10 minutes are up. Even if you feel that you have run out of things to write. Keep trying, and eventually, your hand will write something. Remember, you can write anything, even if it's a wild tangent from your topic or only loosely related to what you are writing about. Step 4: Close your eyes if you can. Traditionally, a key part of practicing automatic writing is to close your eyes while you write. This prevents you from thinking about something you previously wrote, or from correcting something you have written. If you are typing, however, what I do is simply turn on meditation music, such as shamanic drumming. I look straight ahead at my screen and type whatever comes to mind without actually thinking. It usually just flows. If you feel that you will be tempted to look at your work during this method, you might also think about putting on a blindfold while you write. If you find that you cannot write with your eyes closed, then do it with your eyes open, but remember that you are not allowed to stop writing to change what you have written, so the key is not thought process, no concentrating on what you are seeing. In fact, don't ever read it as you write it. Do not cross anything out, do not erase, and do not stop. If your mind suddenly changes directions, then simply start writing whatever it is you are thinking, even if it means starting a new sentence in the middle of a different one. Step 5: Do a calming activity if you don't like closing your eyes. You can listen to metaphysical music, shamanic drumming, meditate, chant silently. Or listen to a guided meditation before and or during your automatic writing session and concentrate on what the guide is saying. These ideas will relax you and make it easier for the words to flow. You might meditate before your writing session and then listen to music for the higher consciousness while you write too. Step 6. Start writing. Write whatever comes into your mind as it comes into your mind. Ideally, it will be related to your topic, but if it is unrelated, you should still write it. When I am channeling Spirit's messages, it is never related to anything except the moment. I simply ask the questions my client asks me, I concentrate on those questions, and while listening to the music, I begin to type. Pay absolutely no attention to grammar, spelling, sentence structure, style, or anything that you would normally be worried about when writing. These things are of absolutely no importance in automatic writing. All the edits, for clarity, will come at the end. Looking to make your life more spiritual? Check out our affiliate line of bulk herbs, herbal teas, and essential oils. Step 7. Relax. After you have completed a round of writing, stop your writing, and give yourself a break for a few minutes. I have found that automatic writing, although it could be the channeling of spiritual energy, is very draining and I feel quite tired afterward. Step 8. Read what you have written. Now you should go back to what you have written and read through it. Don't judge yourself too harshly, haha. What you have written may not make any sense at all, and it definitely won't be pretty. However, there I always find that I am quite surprised at what comes out. I am often quoted, by my daughter, as saying, I have no idea where all that just came from. The information comes so fast, if I could not type fast, I would be lost. Step 9. Highlight or circle anything that is interesting to you. As you are reading, back through you may find things that you find more interesting than other things. You should make note of these by highlighting them or circling them so later you can come back and understand better. And using the highlighted points, you can complete another round of automatic writing, if you feel that you want to continue, and you could learn even more. Step 10. Continue with your writing. If, after using automatic writing, you feel that you are ready to move on to the next step in your writing process, authors, mediums, etc., then do so. On the other hand, if you feel that you have moved forward, but still haven't gotten what you wanted out of the process, then keep practicing, first. I have found that over time, this has gotten a lot easier than it used to be. Like everything, when you become accustomed to it, you become comfortable and the mind works better.
Hello, you have been listening to Starseed Psychics podcast from www.starseedpsychics.com, our website. We thank you very much for tuning in, and we would very much like to have you as a permanent listener, a routine listener. We put every single blog that is written by our expert psychics onto a podcast here on Anchor, and it is available on 6 platforms. We are very much looking for those who want to support us, and that is very possible. With your donations, we can provide even more for our listeners. If you can't do that, we would very much like to have you as a new client over at StarseedPsychics.com, where our gifted psychics and spiritual teachers, spiritual analysis, whatnot, we have healers. We'll be able to be there for you anytime you need us. Until next time, this has been Master Psychic Spirit Walker. Have a good night.